This is the oldest town in Slovenia, but most tourists have never heard of it. In this video, we're going to discover the reasons to visit this hidden gem, the ancient town of Ptuj. It's a town where it's totally normal to dress up in sheepskins and shake the cowbells on your ass to chase away the winter. It's a town where Roman history is revealed inside stone medieval walls. Where vineyards reach all the way to the clouds.
You can see this. This is my favorite place on earth, maybe.
And traditions run deep in a vintage wine cellar. Where a royal court keeps watch over the red roofs by the Drava River. Where music legends come to share the good vibes and the fresh farm-to-table food. Where a religious work of art inspires a pilgrimage of faith. And an abandoned castle waits for you to write the next chapter of its history. Come on, let's go to Ptuj. The best time to visit Ptuj is during the Kurentovanje. Slavic pagan traditions fill the streets in the local version of a Mardi Gras carnival, or in Slovenian language, Pust. Kurentovanje is UNESCO World Heritage. The movable holiday takes place over 11 days in February or early March. Making the costumes was once part-time work for local boys, using animal pelts and other material they could find in the fields.
So this is how it looked like in 1950s, 1960s, when the boys were still doing it at home for themselves. And then later on in the 1960s, it became a little bit more common to use longer hair.
Now, Marko Klince's family carries on the tradition in his upholstery workshop, with materials gathered from all over Europe.
We like to say that every Kurentia has its own soul, and we need to receive that superpower so we can enjoy the work on every costume with passion and joy. Of course, there is a lot of work with the costume, but it is worthy of its purpose and all the time we invest. When you see it during the carnival, when you see the Kurentia fly, you feel personal satisfaction and pride that you had the chance to work on it. That's what I wanted to express.
And if you can't make it to the Kurentovanje, no problem. There are plenty of museum exhibits where you can see these amazing costumes up close. There's a small Kurent museum in the town, and this room, devoted to the traditions of the Kurentovanje, is one of the exhibits in Ptuj Castle, open year-round. Okay, they also have a poetry and wine festival in August, but they don't wear sheepskins for that one. Ptuj Castle is worth a visit, and not only because of the panoramic views. It's a trip through local history. The last lord died in 1438, leaving behind only his gravestone. You could spend hours wandering through the art galleries and the splendid rooms of the Austrian aristocracy. Even the remains of a flute from the 2nd or 3rd century, when the town was known in the Roman Empire as Poetovio. Ptuj dates back to the year 69 AD, and most tours begin here in Slovenski Trg, Slovenian Square. Here you will find one of the town's great treasures, the Orpheus Monument, a funeral stone from the 2nd century. The walls of the 16th century bell tower contain more Roman artifacts. Keep your eyes open for stones that tell a story.
It could come from the Roman times, and it could be the mother of the Romulus and Remus, the founders of Rome.
Ptuj burned to the ground 5 times until the townspeople built this monument to St. Florian, the patron saint of firefighters. who has kept the town safe over the centuries.
Ptuj was a rival city with Maribor, the second largest city in Slovenia. But in the 1800s, the Austrian Empire built a railroad that went to Maribor and bypassed Ptuj completely. Since then, the town has endured through 2 world wars and the Yugoslavia times. And now that Slovenia is an independent country, it has retained a historic and quirky charm that makes it a unique place to visit.
Napoleon's men left their mark on their favorite tavern in Ptuj, still serving guests today. When you're hungry, Gostilna Rosika serves up delicious Slovenian dishes with a healthy modern twist.
To be honest, you can see the highlights of Ptuj in one day. But there is so much to discover here in the town and in the surrounding area that it's a really good idea to stay overnight, especially if you can enjoy some of the unique accommodations here.
I stayed at the Muzikafe, where a local family has been welcoming the jazz musicians who come for the music festivals and perform in the hotel's underground jazz club. You can feel the hipster vibes in the cozy rooms, relax in the peaceful garden, and taste the local flavors in the farm-to-table breakfast.
Another reason to stay longer in this region, the wine tasting.
This is Lasky Riesling from this vineyard here, so you know where the wine is coming from.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Here in the Haloze wine region, young winemakers like Primož Kramer harvest grapes by hand on the steep hillside terraces.
These hills here is so steep, we have to build the terraces, and it's a lot of work because of this. Yeah, but we have some benefits of it, because the wind and everything, the sun. Haloze are one of the top 3% of the best wine regions on the world, so we have privilege to grow grapes here and produce wine here.
The wine tradition runs deep here in Ptuj, going all the way back to the first Roman settlers.
By arrangement, you can even book a tasting in Ptuj's wine cellar, Ptujska Klet. This is one of the most important wine archives in Central Europe. During German occupation in World War II, Ptuj managed to keep this wine cellar secret from the Nazis, preserving some of the oldest wines in Slovenia. Today, white wine accounts for 80% of the wines from the region, and the best way to discover them is to take a wine tasting tour.
The winding roads around the Haloze region can be challenging for a visitor, and that's why it's recommended to visit this area with a local guide who can drive. Yeah, these are really narrow roads and you have to know your way around. I'll put a link in the description so you can book a car for your trip.
And there's more than just wine tasting. On a hilltop just outside Ptuj is the Basilica of St. Mary the Protectress. The extraordinary 15th century wood carving on the altar shows the faces of the townspeople. They credited the Virgin Mary with surrounding their village with a thick fog to protect it from Turkish invaders. It still inspires pilgrims today. Nearby is the medieval castle Grad Porel. Once a strategic location by the Drava River, it passed through the hands of various lords over the centuries and became a resort during the Yugoslavia times, only to be abandoned again. Interpol is still searching for the altarpiece that was stolen from the Baroque chapel. With renovations underway, this hidden gem is once again open to visitors and special events. And so that's Ptuj.
I hope you learned something by watching this video and that it helps you plan a fantastic trip. As always, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the Terry Answer YouTube channel for more fun travel videos from all over the world. Thanks for watching, and don't be a stranger.